Denver, Colorado. The Rockies and the Guardians getting ready to play Game 3 of this series. The Guardians are looking for the sweep. They have Foster Griffin on the mound, looking for his 15th win overall of the season, third as a Guardian. He's our Bet365 player to watch, as he'll have a big one today with this 7-pitch mix against this Rockies offense. Well, it's Players Weekend, and we've talked all weekend long about some of the players and some of the things that mean so much to them. We've seen the cool bats. We've seen some shoes. We've also heard players talk about some of the things that are close to their heart. And today, for Colin Holderman, this is where he does his work day in and day out, and he makes his money. But what's near and dear to his heart is his sister Taylor. And this weekend means so much to he and his family because they're able to stand up for everything that they've helped Taylor throughout her entire life.
It's just all I ever knew, and I have such amazing parents, and, they led by example, and it was normal for us, me and my younger siblings, we looked out for her, and Taylor did so many special things for us as well, just the way she goes through life, with a smile, and it's just, why shouldn't I? And, she's definitely just, amazing.
Throughout your life, how many people have you had to explain what Angelman syndrome is?
Yeah, too many to count. They ask, and then it's just something you don't hear very, very often. I think it's 1 in 15,000 if I'm correct, and a lot of people are misdiagnosed, especially then. So I've definitely explained it a lot, but it's something I don't mind explaining at all.
You just talked about being misdiagnosed, and I think on a weekend like this, we're not advocating for anything or anyone, but it could help a lot of people by getting the words out and talking about things like that. How important is it for you to speak for Taylor, but for anyone that's dealing with this?
This is why we do what we do. We have this platform for a reason, and we go out there and we try to win ball games every night. But the most important thing is, really just why we do it and spreading awareness for this stuff. And there's stuff that's bigger than baseball, and this is one of those things for me. And and in my career, just working with the Angelman Syndrome Foundation, Autism Speaks, that's been really the biggest parts of my career, and the things I find most meaningful to me.
I want to thank Colin Holderman for giving all the information and giving his story. I think this weekend has been great to hear the stories from different players of why they do what they do. So hopefully today we'll see Colin get in the game as he'll have to work out in this beautiful bullpen. Tell you what, Colorado does things right when it talks about setting up a ballpark. We'll hopefully see Colin play a little bit later. Everything is beautiful here, including the Red Rocks.
He's okay. But the internet, great.
I think the advice that I'd give to myself as a young baseball player would be to continue to play multiple sports as long as I can, or long as you can. To be able to develop your athleticism that way is great. Not to burn out playing one sport is great. But also to take care of things in the classroom. If you want to go play past high school at the next level, it's important to have good grades to help you get there and provide an opportunity for you to do so.
Keep being you and never let anyone set limits on what you can do.
I feel like I would just say that most to have fun. I feel like it's such a cliche answer, but I feel like I feel like this game is definitely made to be very big and a very grand thing. But in all reality, you take the second deck, third deck off of a stadium. I mean, it just turns into like a regular baseball game, and I feel like that's the most important thing.
Probably the main thing is to keep going. This game can be a failure at some point. Just can't look at all the bad things and just look at the good things throughout the game.
Continue to play the game like a kid. Don't let the speed of the game change the way you play, and just continue to have fun every day because it's a kid's game and it only gets more fun the more you get to play.
And our thanks to the Guardians players for sharing their thoughts on what they would tell their younger selves. And there was a recurring theme there. Sometimes you forget it is at its essence, it's still a game.
Yeah.
It's still a kid's game. That's why you fell in love with it as a kid. You have to always try and remember that. Here's the windup, and today's first pitch is in there for a strike to Stephen Kwan. Tomoyuki Sagano, a right-handed starter for the Rockies. We've seen him in the past, previously with Baltimore. Beautiful day here in Denver for the series finale. Lots of sunshine. It will be very warm. 91 at game time. I wouldn't be surprised if we push triple digits before it's all over today.
It says it may get to 97 or so,
Yeah.
but it's still a beautiful day here.
Sagano with a 1-1 pitch. A dizzying array of pitches for Tomoyuki Sagano, up to 7 different pitches he could feature here today.
But he's got good numbers. 12 and 6, a 4.70 ERA in this ballpark. 118 innings. He's given up 26 home runs, but only 23 of them have been solo shots.
Sagano will feature a fastball. You saw it there. Low to maybe touch mid-90s, but a devastating splitter that can pair with that fastball. And Kwan takes a slider and slaps it the other way for a leadoff single. 7 left-handed bats in the Guardians starting lineup today, presented by Progressive. Brian Rocchio makes his first start in the series, first appearance. He's back at shortstop. Jose Ramirez gets the day off. Chase DeLauder DHing and Joe Adell out in right field. Here is DeLauder. He's reached in 15 of his last 16 games. Man takes a strike. In those last 16 games, DeLauder batting .323 with 3 doubles, couple of homers, 6 runs batted in. Tried to hold up, he did.
Sagano made 2 starts against Cleveland last year. He beat him in Baltimore last April. 7 innings, 2-run ball. Then he came back to Cleveland and they roughed him up a little bit in 3 2/3 innings. Scoring 4 runs, 3 of them earned.
Again, he's trying, and this is something that Stephen Vogt said before the game, Rick. With Sagano, you don't want to be overly aggressive. You want to make him come to you.
Yes, yeah. So you're concentrating on maybe taking the ball the other way to stay back a little bit longer than normal. He's not going to overpower you.
Well, it's 3-1 for DeLauder. You know, with Kwan and DeLauder, the Guardians' offense, you know, we've talked about it. It's shown signs of life consistently. It hasn't been there, but with these 2 guys at the top, their patient approach, their force the pitcher to come to you kind of attitude, I think that has been a positive for the lineup, because with Kwan getting on base and then DeLauder getting on base, now guys like Adell and Lowe and whoever's batting in the middle, they're getting some traffic in front of them.
That's what you want to do. And right now you got to send Kwan on a full count with this guy hitting. He's either going to take the walk or put it in play somewhere.
There he goes. And DeLauder yanks it foul.
You know, Joe Adell said that last night about the lineup, and someone said, you know, he brought this huge jolt. And he said, well, every time I come up to plate, there's been guys on base. He goes, so I don't understand why people put this offense down. He says, I love what I get to see before I get to swing the bat, because these guys are getting on before I get there.
They got to go at him.
Right.
They don't want to fall behind. They got to be aggressive and go at him. Got a chance of making mistakes.
Again, Kwan is running, and DeLauder lifts it foul down the left side. The Guardians have played 19 games in the month of August. Their team batting average is .258. That's number 3 in the American League. They're on pace to have their best month batting average-wise as a team since September of 23.
Yeah. Well, keep it rolling. Kwani will get his sprints in here.
Not running that time, and DeLauder again fouls one down the left side.
Rick, he's already worried about running in center field.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, give him some oxygen to take out there.
He already said, he goes, today's going to be a little different.
Well, he can't throw the ball by you. And that's all you have to do is just foul him off like that until you get something or he makes a mistake on you. That's 4 straight.
Matt, you say the splitter is his big pitch. I just wonder how it works here. You know what I mean?
We're going to find out. DeLauder has seen 9. He has never seen 10 pitches in a plate appearance so far in his young big league career.
And hit one out. Make it memorable.
Well, how about that? Up the alley. Kwan all the way to third. He might keep going.
Oh, yeah.
It gets by the center fielder. Quan will score. DeLauder's going to keep going. He's digging for 3. He'll go in standing with an RBI triple, and it's 1-0 Guardians.
Plug the gap in right center field. DeLauder, that'll be his second triple. And watch where in center field, Carrig ends up, his glove fell off as he was going after the ball. We talked about it yesterday. Watch as he slides. He comes down and he kicks the ball into the wall, and his glove he did not have. So Quan scores all the way from first. There it goes.
Hedal lost his glove while he was throwing the ball to home plate last night. Carrig lost it trying to knock that ball down in center. Rick, did you wear the glove rather loose, or was it snug really
No, it's
tight?
loose, but it wasn't going to fall off. I used to wear a glove underneath it, like a batting glove under the glove.
Well, that's what Angel told me last night. He said he just has it so loose.
Infield in, Joe Adell fouls it off.
That when he went for the transfer, he said that's when it came out because it wasn't tight.
You see, that I never liked that. Yeah, see, he had the bare hand in there. And usually infielders use smaller gloves, so you can see why. But if his is so loose, because he's playing maybe 2 or 3 different positions with the glove. No, I had pine tar in there. It's not coming off.
2 strikes on Adell, and it just missed outside. A pitch clock violation was charged to Adell. I think the Guardians, maybe because of the celebration and the big play, he just took a little too long getting into the box. So 1 ball, 2 strike count. Infield in for the Rockies. Right side hugging the grass. Left side back a few steps because they've been watching. Joe Adell, when he has hit the ball, Rick, it's been routinely 100 miles an hour plus off the bat.
Singles 106, 108, and 113. So if I'm an infielder, I'd play on the grass anyway. I'd give him a run. Either that or you hope it's not hit right at you.
There might be a federal investigation into the Milwaukee Brewers StatCast setup. They claim that our guy Jake Bauers hit one 160 miles an hour off the bat.
160,
yesterday.
Rick.
And it went 500 feet.
Babe Ruth wants to know about that one.
When did that come out?
Last night. It went to center
was
field.
caught in a block of cheese.
2-2 right up the middle and through. And Joe Adell's RBI tear continues. And it's 2-0 Cleveland.
Well, that one wasn't hit all that hard. It was just hit in the right spot. So they've got a 2-0 lead after the first 3 hitters. And he did a good job of, he was down in the count 0-2 after giving one up and just found it with that infield in, and you can see what happens. It's going to get by him.
12 RBI for Adell in his last 7 games. And now Nathaniel Lowe. He'd like to get in on some of this action. Lowe's hit a few balls hard in this series already, but he's hit a few atom balls, unfortunately for him. Adell is dancing. He was thinking about going, and a good job by Sagano to hold that ball.
And Sagano, he better start concentrating on getting the hitters out. Boy, he can't concentrate on the base runner. He has yet to get anybody out. They're off to a great start today.
And Nathaniel Lowe takes it, just missed outside.
He's nibbling out there. I mean, that's where he's trying to make his money, is on the outside corner, but he can't find it. He doesn't want to bring it inside.
For the Guardians, this is good because that was the game plan, not to hit his pitch.
Right. Make him, he hasn't proven he can throw strikes yet. Consistently.
Down low. And it's a long inning already at 23 pitches. And Nathaniel Lowe, that veteran bat in the middle of the lineup, he's going to force him to throw one on the plate. Checks on another one that's borderline. The appeal, he did not go. It's 3-1. That's, in the old days, you would say, where's your tin cup? He's begging. They're begging for a strike right there.
That's right. Well, they haven't started challenging yet, so they're not strikes.
Oh, the disgusted look on Nathaniel Lowe's face. He had one.
His
But it
eyes
was a
probably
slider.
got too big. His eyes got too big. He had one he could hit. That little breaking ball coming inside. Oh my goodness! And you got to start this runner as well. Keep the boys running early. You figure he's going to put it in play.
Adele again draws the throw. Sagano sets and the payoff pitch. There goes the runner. And a weak ground ball foul.
You can see even his best pitches he's throwing, they're fouling off. I don't know if he's yet to get a swing and miss.
Adele again, a big lead, held on at first by Norby. Not running, and a ground ball to second. They go to second to get the force.
That's why I wanted to start that runner. You see, you get him into second base. His only play would have been going to first. He hit the ball, it was going to the hole, but he started the first time. They didn't send him twice in a row. I wondered if the air out here. They don't want to get these guys too tired sending them to Quan went a couple of times before he stopped running.
Here is Angel Henao. Takes the ball down and in. And the count 1-0. Henao has reached in 13 of the 15 games that he has played. Fouled right back.
Rick, we've seen him ultra aggressive swinging the bat. Do you feel like this is just one of those moments in the career where he's trying to figure out what he can and cannot hit?
Yeah, I mean, he's a guy that he knows he can hit a lot of pitches. And he thinks he can get hits with them all. But he's going to learn how to reel it in a little bit and be a little more selective early in the count. Just let him come back. Let him come to you.
This is the bat used by Angel Henao, La Pimienta, which I believe means pepper. The 2-1. In there for a strike. You know, the bottom line is, I was talking to one of the Guardians coaching staff members before the game. You can teach him to be more selective at the plate.
Yeah.
If it's the other way around, that's when that's a harder thing to teach.
Yes. No, he's got the aggressive. He's got the hands to hit. He's just going to learn to swing at better pitches early in the count.
As the saying goes, you can't teach contact. Deep left side, slicing.
Because he has no problem putting the ball in play. I mean, he can hit a pitch this high off the ground or up here. He's just got to know his zone, especially off a guy like this. This is a 36-year-old veteran. You know, he's not going to give in. He's going to see how aggressive you want to be. But if you get the counts in your favor, you're going to see better pitches.
It's already over 30 pitches in the inning. Oh, man, that was a very good pitch. A slider down and in. He gets the strikeout, and there are two down.
Yeah, he went down and in with the slider, and he got him to swing over the top. Got him earlier with that splitter inside, but then with the two strikes went with the slider.
Now Travis Bazzana, a 4-game hitting streak, on 7 for 16. Of course, 4 of those hits came in the series opener, along with 3 runs batted in. It was just what he needed at just when he needed it.
So you're going to get yourself in hitters' counts. Just he doesn't throw anything in there. He tries to bury it in there when you get 2 strikes maybe. Now Sullivan wants to go out.
He's probably tired. He needs a break himself. Again, it's a hot day, 91 degrees at game time.
35 pitches.
Yeah.
Wow.
22 strikes, 35. I mean, he hasn't been able to really get much swing and miss. If he can get out of here with just the 2 runs, he should be happy.
Yeah, but the bullpen.
They had that after the first 3 hitters.
Archie always talk about guys standing around in the outfield and not moving around. This is not how you want to start a game.
No, by no means. Especially when you've lost the first 2.
Back out of play.
Heads up.
I still haven't gotten the ball up there yet.
No, not yet. He's not throwing hard enough to get it hit back here.
Sagano's in uncharted territory. He's never thrown this many pitches in an inning. And he'll keep chucking them up there.
Well, you can see skipper of the Rockies doesn't like what he sees going on this early in the ball game.
Back out of play.
Andre, roll up your sleeves and your pant legs and get some sun.
Oh, I got it, baby. And I got my new hat.
Yeah,
Good.
boy.
The hat man is out.
What do you got, Red Rock?
Got the Red Rock. I'm feeling good, man. I got taken care of by your guy, Raleigh.
Hat man.
Hat man.
Nathaniel Lowe will be off with the 3-2 pitch eventually. The 39th pitch of this inning. And that's ball 4. And just how much more can Warren Schaefer take?
I don't know. I'm wondering. I see somebody coming out. I don't know if it's.
Hey, got to show the guns off today. Get a little sun before we go to California, man.
Looking good.
I don't look like, oh, they're bringing.
Who you got next to you down there?
That's my A2. It's my guy. Don't you worry about it. Who you got up next to you?
Your ego amigo?
My ego amigo. That's what you are, the ego amigo. He's getting a little sun before he goes to hide.
Sagano toweling off 39 pitches into the inning. He's only walked 1, but he gave up hits to the first 3 batters. He got a big strikeout to get the second out of the inning. And he'll have Angel Martinez, who's aggressive by nature. This could be an interesting matchup.
They're just giving him a break. After throwing almost 40 pitches in this inning, he needs a break.
Mark Manfredi, the Mayfield, Ohio native, is up in the bullpen. He's probably ready, so if he doesn't get Martinez, this will be it.
You know, it doesn't take long to get loose.
You're right.
This kind of weather. Let's throw a couple and let's go.
Open the front door and you're ready. So 2 on and 2 out, and Angel Martinez, who's hit in 12 of his last 15 games. He's starting to get it rolling here in the month of August. He's batting .327.
Yeah, this is where Angel's got to show a little patience.
Look at that bat. That's fantastic. Hulk smash. Green Hornet. Okay, I'll go there. Outside 2-0. I'm looking out there, Cole Kerrigan, center field. He's doing anything he can to keep himself engaged. The 2-0. Swing and a miss. Angel was trying to park one.
Yes, he was.
Kerrigan, he's been out there for almost a half an hour.
Well, that's the one thing you do in the outfield. When you have an inning like this, you're pacing around. The infielders, they're working more on their gloves and everything. They haven't seen anything.
He's been standing out there for 22 minutes.
Yeah. It's a little boring when you see something like this.
Oh, just nicked the outside corner. That's the nibbling nature of Tomoyuki Sagano.
Now the fans are saying, let's go. We want to see something else.
People are showing up going, do the Rockies ever bat in this game? Now the catcher calls timeout. Maybe a pitch count failure. Maybe the batteries have died.
But it may be better off for him. Just throw it.
Two on, two out, 2-2 pitch. He pulls it in the hole for a base hit. Big Nathaniel Lowe coming around third base. The freight train headed to home plate. He will score. Angel Martinez gets caught in a rundown. Throw back to first, and they're going to tag him out to end the inning. Oh, boy. A base running mistake gets Sagano off the hook, but the Guardians cash in for 3 here in the opening frame before the Rockies have even come to bat.
Foster Griffin is making his 26th start of the year. It'll be his very first start against the Rockies today, and the Southpaw is 3-1 on the year with a 184-7 career starts in interleague play, and this is our last interleague game today. So he's off to a good start. They put 3 on the board for him. He's 2-1 in his 3 starts with the Guardians.
Yeah, he's won back-to-back starts, and he's given up just 2 earned runs in 11 innings pitched in those 2 ball games. So hopefully that's the kind of momentum he can carry into today. Jake McCarthy looks at a first pitch strike. 7th in the National League in batting average entering play today for McCarthy. And he hammers one on the ground to second base. Bazzana throws him out, 1 down. The rest of Warren Schaefer's starting lineup has Cole Carrig in the 2-hole. Willie Castro hits third. Mickey Moniak, the DH, batting cleanup. Connor Norby, then Jordan Beck. Brett Sullivan, the catcher. Ryan Ritter just called up today. Ezekiel Tovar, the shortstop, batting 9. The reason Ritter was just called up today is the Rockies had to put their third baseman, Kyle Karros, back on the injured list. He just came off the IL after dealing with the concussion, and last night during the game, around the 2nd or 3rd inning, he started feeling the symptoms again. So they took him out of the ball game and reevaluated him. That's a tough break for him because we know those things can linger.
Well, especially up here in the high altitude.
Yeah, didn't think about that added to it.
Well, these guys are going to get another dose of a lot of cutters because nobody's thrown more cutters than Griffin has this year. 32% of his use, 749 cutters. And Joey Cantillo, he started throwing more cutters, and also Bybee last night, so they're going to see some more today. Their opposition hitting just .218 off of that pitch.
Rick, I'm glad you brought up the cutter. That's been the pitch for all the starters this weekend, as you talked about. Talked to Kate Smith just about pitching here in this altitude and what he noticed. He said the thing that they've talked to with the pitching group is your 2 top pitches should be fine. The others probably are going to play a little bit differently, so you got to be careful with your secondary pitches.
Yeah, your selection.
Yes.
Get ahead, and then you can try something else.
We got 2 starters that throw 7 different pitches. I'm guessing you're not going to see them use all 7.
Well, you wouldn't think so.
Swung on and missed. He went up top with the cutter that time and strikes him out, 2 down. The Toyota keys to the game.
Finish? Yeah, finish this sweep. Go for 4 in a row.
Willie Castro, switch hitter, has hit in each of his last 8 home starts. He chops it on the ground to third base. And Angel Henao throws him out. The Rockies go 1-2-3. It's 3-0 Cleveland after an inning. Evidently, somebody lost a bet. Leading off for the Guardians here in the second inning is Austin Hedges. Hedges batting out of the 8th spot in the order.
I don't think that was a bet. I think he lost his fantasy football league.
That's kind of same thing.
You just don't like fantasy sports.
Strike call. Hedges, the last 33 games, batting .291. 3 doubles, 3 homers, 13 knocked in. He's cooled off a bit here of late, and I think a part of that is just plain old playing time. Patrick Bailey has been getting more of the bulk of the catching duties. And the 2-1 is lined into left field for a base hit.
Well, he waited back, got a count in his favor, and he tries to throw one inside here, and Hedges is ready for it. Down and in. It looked like a little spinner. So he'll get a base knock. Already 5 hits through the first 8 hitters.
Brian Rocchio, his first appearance in the series. And takes a strike. I watched a video of Brian Rocchio's Players Weekend bat getting made. It's quite a process.
I bet.
They use like an airbrush painter. An airbrush painting tool. It looks like a pen. It's about the size of a writing pen. And I mean, they're going in there with just the finest detail to make every little special caricature.
It takes a long time.
Yeah, the process is, I wouldn't have the patience. But the guys that do it are amazing.
Now the 1-1, up and away. 2 balls and a strike. Brian Rocchio got the Tom and Jerry look going.
Everybody's watched Tom and Jerry.
Love it.
Even me.
All of us. Even me.
That's around how long that's been.
Back to the screen. So the shoes of Tom and Jerry as well. That's fantastic. All right.
He came with a plan.
Well, he needs to get a couple of hits because this is his first game action here.
And he has like 4 bats that are painted.
2-2 foul out of play.
Do you think he'll change if this one doesn't bring him a hit?
Yes.
You know,
From being around players, yes. Got to find the one that works.
Yeah.
Does he have a Yosemite Sam bat?
Does not have it.
Now we're talking.
Yeah, that'd be a good one.
Or Taz.
That's my guy.
Oh, that's Andre's bat. He's got his own.
Yeah, this is brutal watching this guy pitch.
Yeah, this guy is not fun to play behind. His teammates cannot like this.
And neither do fans.
I was sort of surprised to see him come out of the dugout for a second.
A chopper on the ground to second. They get one on to first, and Rocchio beats it out.
Tom and Jerry shoes, man, get you down the line a little quicker.
Ezequiel Tovar doing everything he could to try and turn that double play. Ritter gave him a good feed, but Rocchio hustling down the line beats it out. So with 1 on and 1 out, we go back to the top of the order and Stephen Kwan. The fewest number of pitches, I'm told, to any batter that Sagano has made was 4 pitches to Austin Hedges, and that's because Hedges liked it and hit it in the left field.
2-1 count. Yeah, he didn't foul it off. He got a base knock on a 2-1 pitch. Well, you were talking about their batting average in the month of August. It appears it's going to go up today.
Now Stephen Kwan looking for another multi-hit, another game of getting on base multiple times. He's been on base 3 or more times, 16 different times since the All-Star break. There goes the runner, Rocchio, and it's lifted foul and out of play.
Thinking maybe he's thinking there's going to be a splitter in there on an 0-2 count, which would be a good pitch to run on. And I'm sure Sandy's seen enough times of him out of the stretch over there that he's got a pretty good read on what he's going to do.
Draws a throw, but Rocchio able to scamper back. That was his best move we've seen so far.
Yeah, now you got to make sure you get your lead first. Don't start creeping off. Get your lead before you start jumping.
Juan spoiled one. Just kind of went down and flicked it. Felt like I was a little too close to just take that.
Let's see how long Juan lasts up here at 0-2. How many pitches he can foul off and get the count back into his favor.
There goes Rocchio. Pitch is high. Throw down is a good one. But Rocchio beats the tag. It ended up being a short hop pick for Tovar. The throw was on line. When I said good one, I meant it was on line, but it didn't quite get to the base, and so that forced Tovar to have to come in and pick it.
Yeah, and then his glove will go up before he can apply that tag. He had quick hands there, though. He did everything he could. If the throw's on line and it's in his glove, he's out. But he had to pick it and wait to tag.
He's in scoring position now for Kwan. Low and away.
Okay, he's got the count back to even. Well, let's see if we get a couple of foul balls.
To first base, it's a fair ball behind the bag. It's knocked down by Norby, and he does not recover in time to get the out at first. We'll see if the Rockies challenge. They immediately look back into their dugout.
Well, Sagano is looking like he wants it challenged anyway. I'm sure it was close. It was hard to tell, so they are going to make a challenge.
This manager challenge is brought to you by Mazda.
Colorado challenging the safe call at first base.
Did a nice job to knock it down, and by the time he flips it, that's tough to see.
I don't know.
That's tough to see right there because we didn't see the bag. He's over there in time. Foot's on the bag.
Oh, I think he's going to be safe, Arch. I don't
know.
I don't think you can overturn that.
Not me either.
Well, it was called safe. That could be true.
Sagano's foot was on the bag first, but he didn't have the ball.
Yeah. Boy, that's as close to a dead heat as you're going to see.
Yeah,
His
that's.
foot's down.
Oh, what do they say? Tie goes to who?
Tie goes to the runner.
Okay,
Matt
thank
told
you,
us a
Andre.
long time ago that's not a real rule.
It's not a real rule, but
In the backyard it is.
I think
that's right.
Andre, though, in this
Scenario?
Yes.
replay world now, a tie probably does go to the runner if the call in the field was safe.
Right.
If the call in the field was out,
Right.
then the tie goes to the
Okay.
fielder.
It could go. Well, I'm saying a tie's going to go to the runner on
You
this
don't
one.
make that rule in my backyard.
All right. Ball's out of his glove. Foot's not on the base. It's a dead
Oh.
heat right there. Well, look at that. Great job. Bardo. This guy played some video games in his day. Look at the way he controls that.
He's a human.
That's
video
funny
guy.
because that's only like one little frame,
Right.
and it looks like he wasn't on the bag. But when that ball, you don't see it anymore around the glove. It's
After review, the call on the field stands. The runner
Yeah.
is safe.
bingo.
Colorado
Tie
will
goes to the
lose their
runner.
Tell him, Rick.
Bruce Dreckman, the crew chief. So another hit for Stephen Kwan. Rocchio ends up at third. So they're at the corners with one out, and Chase DeLauder to the plate.
We were ahead of our time in our backyard. We didn't know they were going to go to video 50 years later.
There have been more broken windows if we would have video of my house.
DeLauder watches it sail wide for ball one. That ball missed by a good foot.
Scano was throwing extra pitches in between. I'm thinking you don't need to throw anymore.
Better save them.
Same pitch, same spot, same result, 2-0. We're going to get action once again in the bullpen.
I would think that if it's the same guy, he's got to still be loose.
Yeah, Manfredi. Mr. Mayfield. He's
Okay, we got to get that East Side boy into the game.
well, that pitch went in off the plate, 3-0.
Rick, I was telling Matt, for him, that had to be the moment of his life the other night to strike out Jose Ramirez.
Yeah, right.
You know, he was, you think back 10 years ago, he was 16 years old when the Guardians were making the World Series. So that probably had to be a great moment for him.
The 3-0. Right back up the middle and into center field. It's a base hit and an RBI for Chase DeLauder. Kwan will go to third. It's 4-0 Guardians. And Kwan and DeLauder are a combined 4 for 4 in the game.
How much longer can they leave him in this game? And it's not hit hard, and this had a good part of the play. And it's just a ground ball up the middle. Wow.
Well, the fact that
7
Manfredi
hits.
is a left-hander, my guess is this is the last batter.
Well, 7 hits out of 11 batters right now. I don't know how much more they can watch.
Ripped to left field. That'll go to the wall. Kwan scores. DeLauder into third. And Odor will hold him there. It's an RBI double for Joe Adell. He's knocked in 2. And the Guardians continue to just tee off on Sagano, as they have scored 5 runs on 8 hits already in this game.
There's the breaking ball, and it's down in his zone, and he rakes it to the wall. So a double for Joe. 21. He's 2 for 2, 2 ribbies. And it's now a 5-0 game, second and third, and just 1 out.
And the batter, Nathaniel Lowe. Tell you what, those infielders on the right side, they're playing in, and their shoulders are kind of pinned up against their ears, like, I don't know if this is a good idea or not.
Well, you get out there in this situation, and it's not a good feeling.
Hit the other way in the left, racing in, McCarthy makes the catch, and nobody can advance. 2 down. And up comes Angel Henao. Henao struck out his first time up. Fouls it off. Curveball. You can see him taking that deep breath, trying to tell himself.
See, that's
just
a
relax.
pitch. But that's what I'm saying. There's a pitch right there on that first curveball. Take it, because you know you're going to get a better pitch in the at bat the way this guy's going.
Chased one in the dirt, and now it's 0-2. Same pitch.
Well, you take a look at it. He has thrown 70 pitches already. And we're in the second inning. 44 now, 26. He's not quite out of it.
And they went 1-2-3 in the bottom of the first. So those guys have been standing in the field for almost an hour.
Time of possession. They're in trouble.
Think about Foster Griffin. He's probably sitting back.
Well, he's loving it. They got him 5 runs.
We've almost been going an hour. He was out there for about 5 minutes.
If that.
Now the 1-2. And he struck him out. Never threw him a strike. And a little too aggressive here today. Has struck out twice against Sagano, who has not been able to keep the Guardians at bay. Guardians TV presented by Progressive. Bottom of the second inning here in Denver. Guardians leading at 5-0, and Foster Griffin goes to work against Mickey Moniak.
Well, comes out and throws a strike.
Moniak, the first Rockies outfielder to have back-to-back 20-homer seasons since the recently retired Charlie Blackmon.
What a good player Charlie Blackmon was as well.
And I'm thinking about him because of what we saw before the game with the pregame ceremonies. Larry Walker had a statue unveiled today. And they've had some pretty good outfielders.
Oh, man, have they ever.
Pretty good hitters in general. Blackmon, no, you think of Blackmon and Larry Walker as gamers, guys that showed up, played every day.
Yes, they do.
Todd Helton, another one. He was here today as well. And your guy, Fergie Jenkins, also.
Yeah. Well, he's Canadian. And that's
Canadian.
what,
For Larry Walker.
Larry Walker's Canadian, so he caught Larry's first pitch he threw out, and Fergie's been around forever. And what a good guy he is.
The way this is going, they should let Larry come out and get a swing.
They should let Fergie pitch.
That too.
Swing and a miss. Moniak goes down hacking. That's a nice pitch here from Foster Griffin.
Well, he knew he had him set up for the breaking ball. This ball was never a strike. It started down in the zone, and you could see Moniak. He just couldn't wait and hold off. He got too aggressive, so he gets his second strikeout. But ended up being a really good pitch that was never a strike.
Connor Norby, acquired from Miami this year, also spent time with the Baltimore Orioles. At 50-79, the Rockies are dead last in the National League. They've lost 5 in a row overall, but they've lost 8 straight here at Coors Field.
Yeah, they've had a couple of tough teams coming through here.
Good point. Yeah, that's not,
you know, about 2 of the best teams in baseball.
And you mentioned it, when you're the Rockies and you're trying to sort of build from within, go through the draft, make some good trades, smart plays, but you're competing against the Dodgers and the Padres with their gargantuan payrolls.
Yes, and those are the people you have to, play against. And it's not an easy rebuild, let's put it that way, and it's been a while.
Warren Schaefer's club went to Arizona and took 2 out of 3 from the Diamondbacks. That's a pretty good ball club too.
Well, these two teams, those and the Diamondbacks, share that complex out in Scottsdale.
Then they went to San Francisco, took 2 out of 3 from the Giants. But they've come home and fallen flat, swept by the Dodgers. Guardians winning the first 2 in this series.
Yeah, and before they went on the road, they had Tampa come in here.
Yeah, Tampa.
And that's they lost 3 in that series as well. That's where it comes to 8.
And that was on the heels of a 3-game sweep of the Kansas City Royals. And now Kansas City can't lose. They've lost. They've won 7 straight heading into today.
Yeah, and they're leading again.
A little high.
They got a barn burner going in Kansas City. It's 9-6 in the 6th inning. Detroit took a 1-0 lead. Kansas City put 5 on the board.
I wonder if it's hot there. The ball's flying.
Oh, you know it's hot there.
Be.
First walk issued by Foster Griffin.
Good at bat. He had to work him and worked him for a walk.
Let's get a word now from Cleveland Clinic.
Sports medicine for the moments that move us. The future of peak performance is here. Cleveland Clinic.
Jordan Beck bats with 1 on and 1 out here in the 2nd inning. Well, that was a really good pitch and wasn't called a strike. And still too early with a 5-0 lead. Austin Hedges figured no reason to challenge it. The next pitch is slapped into center field for a base hit. So now the Rockies have 2 on with 1 out. Brett Sullivan, the Rockies catcher. Curveball, and that one was better than it looked based on the reaction of Sullivan. Just missed inside.
I think those Rockies are trying to say, hey, let's get out of the sun for a while. Let's get some knocks and keep them out there for a while.
Speaking of running, staying out in the sun, I was having breakfast this morning and I ran into a guy who introduced himself, Jason, originally from Mayfield, Ohio. And he said, I went to the first 2 games of this series. I saw the forecast for today and I said, no, I'll take this in for my living room. So he was out here cheering on the Guards the first 2 nights, but day game, blistering hot sunshine. I said, I'll pass on that.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. They have 39,000 people here last night.
Yeah, good crowds. First 2 games of the series, 39,000 last night. And we had 26,800 on Friday night. Into the right field corner. Off the wall. Rockies are on the board. Norby scores. Beck stops at 3rd. RBI double for Brett Sullivan.
Well, they get on the board. Back-to-back hits, this one being the double. Sullivan did a nice job of keeping the hands back, and that breaking ball stayed middle of the plate. You see where Hedges had to reach back, almost reach across his body. And that ricochets off that screening. Down there, it'll be a double. They're on the board, make it a 5-1 ball game. Double number 12 for Sullivan, and RBI 28.
And now Ryan Ritter. Just recalled today with Kyle Karros going on the injured list. And swinging a foul back at the umpire, Jacob Metz. Ritter was a 4th-round pick out of Kentucky 4 years ago. He's choked up on that bat, bangs it on the ground, cut off by Henao. Good throw to get the second out of the inning. A run scores. And the Guardians' lead is now 5-2. So the Rockies respond here in the second inning.
Had to make that running catch. Two-hopper, get rid of it quickly. Gets the out, but a run scores.
For Angel Henao, he readily admits that third base is his third best position defensively on that infield. And it's not so much that he can't make the plays or he doesn't feel as comfortable. It's just the setup. He's not sure every pitch and every batter, like, where should I be? The depth.
Yeah.
So he's constantly looking into Rugi Odor to say, hey, you just check me and make sure I'm in the right spot where I need to be.
That's because you're a corner guy, you know, and you have to wait. Up the middle, it's easier to see the ball, and you're playing deeper. You're in closer, and you got to know the hitters on each team. So where you could, even with the bag, if the guy could bunt,
It's either,
you know how you move back with 2 strikes. It's a different position, and it's a lot tougher.
It's quicker, too. I mean,
It's a reaction.
Just,
It's a reaction position. You got to have quick hands.
And you're right. Between every pitch, he looks over. If Rugi's not here, it's Jose. He's telling him something.
Yeah, when I played with Toby Hara, he said when they moved him to third, because he was a good shortstop.
right.
But they moved him to third. He says, Arch, the angles, it's different. The ball comes off the bat differently. You got to pick stuff up differently. And that takes a long time to get used to it.
A word right now from Bet365.
Did you win? Let's just say the next round of omelets is on me, fellas.
Bet $10, get $200 in bonus bets.
I think what's reassuring and what Rugi Odor liked is the fact that Henao came to him.
Yeah.
He came to him. It wasn't the coach going to the players. The player coming to the coach say, hey, make sure I'm where I need to be. I want to make sure that I'm not in the wrong position every time I set up. So that just tells you how aware he is for a young player.
Well, that's how you learn. You know, that's good. Good for him.
Fish is cut by Jake McCarthy. There are 2 down, but 1 swing of the bat here, and this is a ball game again. Not that it's by any means a runaway, but you get a big early lead. Last thing you want to see is the Rockies to jump right back in this full throat.
Well, what they did, they just answered the 2 runs that Cleveland put on the board. So, you know, now it pushes it back to a 3-run game. And you're right, you got to try and end it right here. But what that bullpen is going to have to do for the Rockies is put zeros on the board to let the offense try to get back in this game. The Guardians, let's go. You got to add on.
Yeah, who knows? I mean, we're an hour into this game. We're in the second inning. It could be one of those good old-fashioned Sundays.
Coors Field game. Yeah. This could be one of those.
Now the 1-2. Again, he spoils a pretty good
nice
pitch.
job of fouling off the breaking ball.
After a 1-2-3 first inning, Griffin came out, struck out the leadoff hitter Moniak, but it's been a struggle since then. A walk, 2 hits, a ground out, then another walk. And now a lengthy at bat for Jake McCarthy.
Got it.
3-2 the count. Tovar will be off with the payoff pitch. He's the runner at first base. Another walk. It's the third walk of the inning. Now the bases are loaded.
Boy, they can get right back into this game with a knock.
And the 8th man to bat in the inning is Cole Carrig, who has 8 doubles in the month of August, 4th most in the majors.
I told you those guys said, we're sick of standing out here. Let's make them do it.
Griffin gets strike 1. Now the Guardians have a reliever already getting warm in their bullpen.
Yeah, he's battling himself out there now. Can't find the strike zone. Well, there's the cutters, 25 of them to be exact. 9 splitters, sweeper, only 3 four-seam fastballs.
That's back into the seats.
They're doing a nice job of fouling things off to stay alive. That's going to stay in play.
Tough play, though. Lowe can't get there.
No,
Drops.
They could now. You're right. Nothing an outfielder could do, and really nothing Lowe could do either. It was just deep enough out of range going away from him.
As this at-bat continues, you feel like the pendulum could swing Carrig's way. He has an OPS of over 1,100 with runners in scoring position. That's 4th in the majors.
And he's fouled off, what, two strike pitches?
Bases loaded, 2 down, 1-2 pitch. Another foul ball.
How about this? Another 40-pitch inning for a pitcher. And we're in the 2nd inning. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. And it always seems, like, as we talk about, the more pitches a hitter sees, the more confidence he gets in that at-bat.
Sagano has already thrown more pitches through 2 innings than any pitcher in baseball this year. And as you said, now Griffin is over 40 pitches in the 2nd inning alone, and that number is rising.
Wow, this will be at least a 10-pitch at bat. My goodness. A lot of cutters. He's tried some other stuff.
How about somebody put one in play? Just got a piece of it. I mean, barely.
Rick, you usually tell us when both teams have a getaway day, they play quick. This is not happening.
I don't say that. Not anymore. He's going to get out of this one.
Maybe.
He will.
Lozana calls everybody off and makes the play behind the mound. Wow. They leave them loaded, but they get 2 on the board and force Griffin to throw a boatload of pitches. "5-2, we're already going to the top of the third inning.
Unbelievable first 2 innings in here. Look at the pitch counts by both pitchers.
I can't believe Sagano's still out here.
40-plus pitch innings. That's crazy.
Guardians sent 7 men to the plate in the first inning, 7 men to the plate in the second inning. Travis Bazzana walked his only time up in the first.
Well, if we're looking at first pitch strikes, I don't know if Sagano, what he has thrown. But it couldn't be many. He's pitching from behind with everything.
He challenged. Did he challenge that?
No. I hope
he
not.
patted his hat, but maybe it was just a.
Maybe the upset, you got to be joking. Just throw it.
Three and 0. The Baz bat. He's got the boxing kangaroos. Takes a strike. This is the one this is a different one than we just showed you, though. This is the one that has his nickname on it, and it does have a kangaroo. But the one we showed you in the little box, that was the one I think he used previously in this series. There's a line shot. Oh, man. Knocked down by Ritter, and he recovers to throw him out and almost knocked Ritter out.
Self-defense. You get in front of that, it's like suicide. He got it. He knocked it down and he kept in front. He was able to just grab it and throw it at first base. That ball was hit hard, and I mean an in-between hop. Really tough play. He stuck with it. That's something special right there. Please don't hurt me. You talk about staying with it. That's what you're talking about with the infield in. Now think if that ball was hit out with the infield in there.
He'd be missing a couple of teeth. Or he'd be in right field. Angel Martinez. An RBI single, but then a base running mistake got Sagano out of the first inning.
Yeah, that was not a good move on Angel's part.
Mark Manfredi's thrown almost as many pitches as Sagano has. He's back up in the bullpen.
Well, you know, they usually keep track of everything he's thrown. So,
right.
I mean,
yeah,
I'd be curious to see how many he has because he's been up every inning. And I think if one guy reaches, they got to get him out. And I felt that in the first.
Oh, he was definitely hanging by a string in that first inning. But the base running mistake allowed him to escape the inning. And the same thing happened in the second inning. They had him on the ropes, but then the fly ball out followed by the strikeout. Right now he's the, I'm going back to your day. He's the spinners. He's the rubber band man. Somehow he hasn't snapped. He's been stretched in every different direction.
He sure has.
He's still out there somehow. Line to center field, another knock for the Guardians. That'll be their 9th already in the game. 2nd for Angel Martinez. Well, on this Players Weekend, let's talk about some nicknames. And one of the all-time great nicknames, I know he isn't thrilled about us bringing this up probably, but no. Mike Hargrove, known as the human rain delay.
But he did that after every pitch. I mean, he would sit out there and adjust his gloves. You know, he had his thing he went through, but he was consistent with it. I don't know if he would have been able to play with the pitch clock.
That's
you know,
great
that's
observation.
You know,
there,
when you think about it. But hey, that's what he had to do to get himself ready to get in the batter's box, and that's, you know, it may have driven pitchers and people nuts, but he succeeded off of it.
I mean, was Nomar Garciaparra any better?
That was the same.
Well, no,
right?
He did the same thing every single.
And you could Carlton Fisk was a guy that was, oh my goodness, he would take forever. Every game was 3 hours when he was catching or hitting.
So
another great nickname,
yes,
Pudge Fisk.
So Mike Hargrove was ahead of his time, is what you're telling me. He would have fit well in the 90s.
Yeah, I mean, he was consistent with his game plan. Let's put it that way. And he went in there and he had a good eye at the plate. He'd get himself 100 walks, and you know, guys would nibble. He wouldn't bite.
But Rick, yeah, I love that you bring that up, because I have so many hitters, especially when the pitch clock came in. They said that's the only thing I have against a pitcher to kind of control the at bat, is being able to, you know what I mean? Not to be able, like, if I don't want to be sped up, I want to be able to do that.
Yeah, you can't do that anymore.
A slow roller to second. Hedges is retired. Angel moves to second base. 2 down.
But you know what? Grover would have found a way, if there was a shot clock, he would have found a way to get right back into the box and do what he had to do, probably in less time if need be.
Also unique that he had a 4-word nickname. Most nicknames are short, they're concise, condensed.
You know, I'm sure people used to yell at him all the time. We'd hear it. You know, get in the batter's box, swing the bat, and do that. I'm sure the umpires too. But if he had to do it, he would have.
On the follow-through, Rocchio got a piece of the catcher. That's why the home plate umpire came back and said, had Martinez tried to go to third, he was going to force him to go back to second.
I didn't see that. I saw him go out and say something, but I didn't realize the backswing got him.
Because of his tall and slender build, Addy Joss was often referred to as the human hairpin. That's another long nickname that kind of works.
That's a good one.
You're right. Normally they're not long. They're, you know.
My favorite of the long form nicknames, Earl Averill.
What was it?
He was from Snohomish, Washington. The Earl of Snohomish. That's a great. I mean,
if you could pronounce Snohomish.
That's classy. He just sounds classy.
Earl.
Earl for Arch and I.
Tris Speaker was the Gray Eagle. That's another great one. Member of the 1920 World Championship team.
Saying he had gray hair at an early age.
Bloop to center field. That's going to drop and around third. Oh, it's not going to drop. He got out to get it. The shortstop went back there and made the play, and that will retire the side. So it's 5-2 Guardians midway through the third. Cleveland Guardians baseball brought to you by Levin Furniture and Mattress. Lazy Boy recliner starting at $395 at Levin. Prior to the game today, statue unveiling ceremony. Larry Walker enshrined in front of Coors Field. A Hall of Famer and a tremendous hitter, outfielder. Truly an all-around great player.
Could do it all from Canada. You know, and amazing. I'm sure he probably played hockey before he even thought about playing baseball.
Yanked left field, base hit. Willie Castro off and running. He's going for 2, and the throw is not in time. Angel Martinez got it in quickly as he could, but the Rockies don't like the way this game is going right now. They have seized the momentum, even though they trail by 3 runs here in inning number 3. Our Liberty Mutual Insurance field coverage, Larry Walker. 10 seasons here in Denver. 7 times a Gold Glove winner.
Yeah, 3-time batting champion as well. And not only power, he could hit for average. Field his position, a great base runner. He was as talented as you can get.
Getting a little TV time on the Rockies telecast. Swing and a miss by Mickey Moniak. He's down 0-2. He was no match for Foster Griffin his first time up. Griffin went to the breaking ball away and Moniak swung and missed. He's got to go right back to it again, you would think. He does. Did he go? He did not.
Yeah, he's getting out front, so you would think he would stay with those pitches until he makes an adjustment. Way off the plate. See where Hedges was? He was almost in the right-handed batter's box.
Not
Watch
where he
him
wanted
slide. Look at him slide. He's all the way over there. No, he wants it away more than that to get the swing. He was on the plate with it. He wants it for a ball.
Again, he came back on the plate with that.
Well, that's usually that normal cutter that he throws to the left-hander as he starts in there. That was on the plate.
Hey, you got him that time.
Off the plate.
He got it where he wanted it that time. 3rd strikeout for Griffin.
And he's been able to get Moniak twice. That one was down, it started, and it just kept running away. He couldn't help himself. Both the pitches he struck out on today were not even strikes, not even close to being strikes.
Connor Norby drew a walk his first time up. Mark Manfredi has to be coming into this game because he is warming up in the bullpen again. I mean, this guy, he's had to have thrown 80 pitches.
That's hard to believe.
I know
about an hour and a half he's been up throwing.
It's incredible. The 0-2. Oof. Nice grab by Hedgie. Runner goes. Oh, Griffin's got him picked. Goes to Henao. Henao faked the throw, and now he'll just tag him out. Really good job by Angel Henao to basically take care of Willie Castro on his own.
Never give it up. Yeah. And that's, you can't get caught there. Not in this situation, that little half move, but you put it on. And he didn't want to get in the rundown, so he ends up just quitting and go ahead and tag me. My bad.
2 down now. And the 1-2 pitch to Connor Norby in the dirt.
And what do you normally see after that? Base hit. That just rubs it in a little bit more.
Cleveland has done a tremendous job in the last couple of years with the quote-unquote inside move with the runner at second base. Now, whether that comes from the dugout, from the catcher, or just the pitcher kind of having a feel for it, they've had a lot of success with what used to be just a throwaway move. I mean, there was a time for years you'd see pitchers inside move to second base, and there wouldn't even be a guy standing at second base. And it was just sort of more of a stall tactic, it felt like.
Yeah.
Now
right.
it's a weapon. The 3-2.
Look at that.
There you go. You called it.
It's automatic.
Set your watch to it.
It's automatic.
Cost him a run.
Yeah, it did. He went outside, and you can see up in the zone. It makes it a little easier to take that ball the other way. So he takes what was given, and there you go. It's a 2-out knock. So it keeps the inning going. That's 4 hits now for the Rocks.
Jordan Beck. That's a dying quail. If it's fair, it's trouble. And just foul by about a foot.
Yes, it was. They already said foul ball, but when in doubt, keep playing. And they did, but it was a foul ball.
Evidently, nobody told Connor Norby because he was flying around the bases as though it were fair.
The third base coach Gonzalez was swinging his arm. I don't think he knew it was
He probably
foul.
didn't. Maybe he didn't see the
he
umpires.
wasn't.
Yeah, if you
paying
watch,
attention.
the third base coach, and he ran down the line with him saying, keep going.
Right.
Like watch, he's with him. It'll come in there in the picture. He ran with him most of the way.
He should have went in and slid into home plate
I thought
himself.
he was going to.
Well, you know, he tries to stay with it as long as he can to see everything, but he obviously didn't see the umpire call it a foul
My
ball.
man's out of breath, though.
Oxygen.
Some canisters over here for you.
Nah, you're all talk.
Yeah, he never did bring one up for me.
You don't need it.
Yeah, I do.
Teflon.
There's a strike. 0-2.
I see you getting it, Andre.
Don't you worry about what I'm doing.
I see you.
Don't you worry about me.
I don't ever worry about you.
I've had so many people today say, I've never seen you with a hat on.
Well, if it's free, it's me.
Give me 3.
Fourth strikeout for Foster Griffin, 5-2 Guardians.
Burger. Pub kinda included.
Well, the Guards will host the Royals Friday at 7:10. You can enjoy Sugardale Dollar Dogs, Miller Lite pregame, fireworks to follow. 10,000 fans will get a throwback 1970 shirt to Cleveland State, thanks to Cleveland State University, and you can get your tickets, cleguardians.com.
Mayfield's Mark Manfredi is into the ball game now to pitch for the Rockies. Tomoyuki Sagano went 3 innings, allowing 5 runs on 9 hits. Walked 1, struck out 2, threw 438 pitches. Missed inside, ball 1 to Stephen Kwan. I think if anything, Arch, in this, almost sounds crazy to say this, but this could be an even bigger blowout already. But there were a couple of key instances where the Guardians weren't as patient as they could have been.
Yeah.
And they allowed Sagano to kind of wriggle off the hook.
Well, yes, he was in. First 2 innings were just remarkable. You know, top 3 hitters, what are they, 6 or 6? Those were the patient ones.
4, 5, and 6 do not have a hit. And that, again, is the only reason Sagano was able to make it through 3 innings.
Yeah, this is definitely going to be a bullpen game.
Oh, he called him in Kwan. He wanted a challenge, but I think he changed his mind. And it was a borderline pitch, but it may have just barely nicked the outside corner.
Well, look at him. He thought that ball looked away. He challenged, though. Watch. He did hit his helmet.
Nope, he didn't.
He didn't do it.
Oh, he deked him.
Yeah, but Matt, I don't know if you guys heard him talking to me the other night, Friday night, where he discussed that early in the season that did get to him a little bit because the strike zone's different now, he feels like. So he says he's just trying to stay away from it because he feels like it just gets in his head when he's wrong.
It's not that the strike zone's different. He said he had to identify that top rail.
Yeah.
And once he was able to kind of figure that part of it out, that's when I think things started to fall into place for him. I mean, there's the strike zone that you knew previously, and now there's the defined ABS strike zone.
Well, I think if he challenged, he would have won it.
Chase DeLauder, a triple, a single, 2 runs batted in, and a run scored. Mark Manfredi has been sharp here. Tried to get him to chase. He wouldn't do it. Manfredi walked a pair in 2/3 of a scoreless inning of relief in the series opener.
Yeah, there had to be a number of 3-2 counts in this game already in 3 innings.
Slugged up the left center field alley. Racing over to try to cut it off as Kerrigan gets by him, goes to the wall. This could be another triple for DeLauder. Around second, on his way to third. He's going to go in there standing again. It's his second stand-up triple of the day. And he's 3 for 3 on the afternoon.
But that goes to show you how big this outfield is and how strong that Chase is. When he hits it on the ground, it scoots past the outfielders and all the way to the wall.
Skips by. Look how quickly that would.
Yeah, I know it. And you just keep right on running here. He's 3 for 3 on the day, and he just goes cruising in. This one's a stand-up.
Could you imagine him here for 80-some games?
Oh boy,
he could do a lot of damage.
Watch your lips on the left side of the infield.
They're not,
Joe Adell is at the plate, and he is just crushing the baseball right now.
they're not on the grass, as you say that.
Yeah, I don't blame him. I'd move back more. That's where you're going to have to try and pitch him. You got to elevate it and maybe get a little towards the inside part of the plate. But here's the first one. He got it on the ground because the infield was in. It was an easy RBI single. But the second one, look out. He makes contact. And I think once you get him to look up there and swing, then you might be able to bounce one in the dirt and get him. But you'd better not throw up for a strike because he'll get it. He likes it down, but last 2 pitches have been up.
For Joe Adell, there was no mystery, no misconceptions about what his role would be when the Guardians acquired him. He knew coming in he was going to be the right-handed bat, try to produce and drive in runs, and he has been thriving. So many times, Rick, we have seen, whether it's a player acquired by trade or signed in the offseason and asked to kind of fill that role in the middle.
Right.
And not everybody's built to do it, but he is.
Well, he's got what now? 17 RBIs in 17 games since being here.
In the dirt. Not only that, but he entered the day. He's knocked in 2 today. He came in today with 77 runs batted in. He's tied for 7th in the league in RBI. He's got 2 more. He could be pushing top 5 before the day's over. Now the 2-2. Trying to jam him.
He's making some good pitches, but he's fouling them off. I mean, he went inside. He's going to elevate it a little bit. Look at that's in off the plate, but he got him to swing at it and popped it up.
Manfredi with the 2-2. Foul ball. If that's not the theme of the day, do we have a foul ball tracker somewhere in the ballpark?
I wish we did. No, our tracker's back in Cleveland.
Yeah, no,
He's
Struthers.
out in Struthers.
Struthers, you get that right.
Tracking Tommy
Come
Bow.
on, Tommy Bow.
Tracking Tommy Bow.
Might be watching Hee Haw reruns.
Barney Fife.
Struck him up. Went to the high fastball. And there are 2 down here in the 4th inning.
Yeah, you get him in swing mode, and when you get to 2 strikes, he did a great job, but he elevated it a little more than the strike zone there, above the top rail, and he got the swing and miss.
2 strikeouts in the inning for Manfredi, and now Nathaniel Lowe, left on left. You'll appreciate this. So this story was relayed to me that the other day, Lowe was warming up before the game, and he went in the cage and he asked one of the coaches, just throw me a few overhand. Let me just get my swing going. First pitch, bang. Line drive, solid missile, straight back through the cage. He goes, I'm good. One swing. He goes, I don't want to screw it up now. I know where it's at.
Yeah. Nice.
Everything you said about Adele, though, Matt, I feel the same thing about Lowe. Just fits, and the way he can talk to the hitters has been great.
I've heard pretty much the same thing that you just mentioned, Dre, that just the impact these 2 guys have had just on a human level,
right,
just on a guy, man-to-man teammate level, have been off the charts.
And he simplifies things to the hitters, just like the story you just told. He said a couple days ago, he goes, hey, it's August, guys. We don't have to overthink this. We've been hitting since February.
Yeah, right.
Just outside, full count.
If we're not ready now, we'll never be
and
ready.
That's what he's saying. He's like, we're overthinking this whole process of hitting.
Right.
ABS is powered by T-Mobile. This is going to be a wasted challenge for the Rockies catcher, Sullivan. I am told that we're in the 4th inning. We have seen 48 foul balls already.
Wow, very good.
Got some good workers with you. Tommy, we got somebody on the road now, buddy.
All right, Tommy, you're gone.
Line into center field. Nathaniel Lowe ripped that right back through the box, almost took out umpire Nate Tomlinson, and the Guardians extend their lead to 6-2.
Well, you're going to see a mistake pitch here. He got too much of the plate, and Lowe let him know. There it is. Fastball, middle third. Right back up the middle. 11 hits now.
Look at Tomlinson. We always laugh. That can't be a fun feeling, because when you see that ball coming at you,
Panic.
Your instincts say move, but we've seen umpires move and they move right into the path of the ball.
Right. You know, they're not waiting for somebody to hit a ball at them, right at them, to move. It's like a first base coach. You're sitting over there, you could be paying attention to something else.
Almost called it fair. He jumped.
You're all right, Nate. Quick feet.
They got to get a jump on the ball like the infielders do.
Yeah, you can't be standing flat-footed
No,
up there
you
as an
can't.
umpire. Let's
That's
go.
true.
Come on, get on your toes. Angel Henao has struck out twice today.
Yeah, he's last at bat chased all the slow stuff down, out of the zone.
We got little raindrops. They feel good right now. What a day.
I think they welcome it.
I am.
Chased one down and in. I think maybe you got a little overspray from Nate Tomlinson.
You leave Nate alone. Quick feet, Nate.
Another hook.
Defense had him played perfectly. A triple by Chase DeLauder and a 2-out RBI single from Nathaniel Lowe, and it's 6-2 Cleveland midway through the fourth. (6-2) Guardians on top, bottom of the fourth inning.
See if Foster can come back and have a good inning here, a quicker inning.
Sullivan, a bouncing ball to Bazzana. The second baseman has it. Slings it over, one away. All right, Arch, one of your teammates is next up. Tom Brennan. Do you recall his nickname?
Yeah, yes, the Great Flamingo. Look at him, that little pause up there. He was the #1 draft pick the year after me, and we were roommates in Oklahoma City. But he didn't pitch that way when he was down there. I wouldn't let him. But you see that he gets up there, he paused a little bit and just started it again, the Great Flamingo.
I'd love to know who
yeah, I wish I don't remember.
It's so appropriate, so perfectly captures that delivery.
Let's ask Johnny Gurl, he would know.
And why gray? Well, you know,
because the road unis. The road unis on the road, the Gray Flamingo. That's when he was with us. There's the little slider there.
Slide piece.
Yeah.
Did you ever teach you that?
It was only on the dance floor.
Oh, yeah. See, now we get to see you cutting the road.
That was Pudge Fisk catching.
Was that?
Carlton.
Yeah, in Chicago. I think he was from around Chicago, too, as a matter of fact.
He was, I went to Leo High School. Yeah, I think that's a big high school in Chicago. Scores from around the league, courtesy of Bet365. White Sox edge the Mets 2-1.
Kansas City.
That's over already?
Yeah, it's over. Yes. A lot of games are going to be over, Rick.
I guess. Hey, everything's final.
Kansas City 11-7. Salvador Perez got a standing ovation for his first stolen base in 5 years.
He should be thrown in jail. He got a stolen base. Well, they certainly were just not paying attention.
No, they weren't.
Well, I bet they had some laughs. Kansas City playing very well right now.
Scoring some runs, they are.
Trying to make it 8 straight. Henao throws out Ryan Ritter, 2 away. Brings up Ezekiel Tovar, walked his first time up. Remember, Tovar left the game Friday night with what was described at the time as an illness. I was told that he almost passed out in the dugout. He was so dehydrated from the illness that just kind of a stomach bug, if you will. I don't want to, there's no reason to get into all the gory details, but he was having a really rough go of it. And that's why he came out of the game, and he's back in there today. One-0 pitch. Back out of play. And I would imagine, too, if you have any kind of an illness, any kind of a sickness like that where you're already dehydrated at altitude to begin with. And so anything above and beyond that is going to knock you for a big loop. Just outside. Foster Griffin trying to get through this 4th inning and set him down in order. Hasn't done that since the 1st inning. Big hop right to Rocchio and the shortstop with a perfect feed. And the Rockies go in order. We've played 4. It's the Guardians 6 and the Rockies 2.
With Sun Cruiser.
Well, you don't want to miss the Guardians against the Royals next Saturday. 15,000 fans will receive throwback 1936 Bob Feller jersey, commemorating 90 years since his debut. That's courtesy of Franklin University. Go to cleguardians.com.
Travis Bazzano will lead off for Cleveland. '40th appearance of the year for Jimmy Herget. Third pitcher of the day now for the Rockies. Guardians have been well represented here at Coors Field. You know, it's not so much the people that may be making that late summer trip to check out a ballpark. We'll click one off the list. You forget, Arch, there are a lot of people who've relocated.
Yeah.
You think relocating into the West, you think California, maybe Arizona, but this has been a very desirable destination for a lot of people.
Yes, it has. We've always had a nice crowd or people sitting behind the dugout. Did you see what that ball did?
That almost went behind him. And I tell you what, Ritter did a heck of a job to end up fielding that ball, because I don't know what it hit, but it took a turn on him that he was not anticipating.
It's the second tough one he's had.
I mean, that was just weird. He had to go back, and, you know, he was thinking he was going to have to go to his left more.
Almost turned his ankle, too.
Boom. That hit something. I don't know if there was hard to tell. Whatever it did, it was moving.
Man, I'm glad you brought up the fans, because I felt like these first two nights here, where I'm sitting, it's like a home game.
Yeah.
Literally. There's nothing but red and blue over here.
Well, then they've had a good couple of days so far, haven't they?
They have.
Those raindrops Andre was talking about are coming down a little heavier right now.
Yeah, there's sun out in some places, but there's rain right over me. I think I got that
Well,
black
you got
cloud.
that cloud following you.
Cloud is following me, Rick. Come on now.
Always does.
Yeah.
That's fouled off by Angel Martinez. 2 hits, a run batted in today for Martinez. He's hit now in 13 of his last 16 games here in the month of August. And as we talked about last night, the additions of Joe Adell, Nathaniel Lowe, even the impact of Angel Henao have enabled Stephen Vogt to really lengthen his lineup, because now you've got Angel batting down low at the bottom of the lineup, along with Brian Rocchio, and whether it's Hedgie or Bailey, these guys have all been swinging the bat much better here in the month of August. So that's how you're able to kind of get on a run offensively like they've been on. And another good at bat.
Yeah.
Angel's on 3 times today. Well, when it comes to Guardians, Cleveland Indians, all-time great nicknames, Andre Thunder.
Yeah, that fits him so well. He did have a lot of thunder in that bat. Andre could hit him, and hit many in his career.
And just a classy individual. Every time I ever had a chance to interact with him.
Oh, man, still lives in Cleveland, retired there, and still lives there. It's a good man.
ABS powered by T-Mobile. And that's it for the Rockies challenges.
Boy, both the two of them were not very close, were they? No. The challenges at all.
Not real good.
Over 2 inches.
For Chad Sullivan back there, or Brett Sullivan, excuse me.
Well, that's when you just want to say, what are you thinking?
He's thinking, I've seen a lot of pitches already today.
Well, that's well,
He
he's seen enough. He should know which ones are on the plate and which aren't.
may be seeing two. Like, whew.
You're right. Take that back.
I like the player's weekend chest protector, though. Very sharp. A ground ball to short. Tovar to Ritter for one. On to first, they turn. An inning-ending double play. First of the afternoon. And we're halfway through. 6-2, Cleveland.
Score big on authentic gear at MLBshop.com. From official jerseys and memorabilia to hats and hoodies, we've got the season covered. Visit MLBshop.com/Guardians.
Bottom of the fifth inning, and Foster Griffin back out here to face the top of the order. He has set down 4 in a row. And Jake McCarthy was going to try to bunt his way aboard to try and get something started here in the bottom of the fifth for the Rockies.
He's going to take one with him, but Nathaniel Lowe was playing even with the bag, and Pisano wasn't that deep at second. It would have had to be a good one if he put it down there.
Craig Yoho continues to stay loose in the Cleveland bullpen. And that's going to be flipped into left field for a base hit. McCarthy's first of the afternoon. Just the 5th hit allowed by Foster Griffin. Injury report brought to you by the injury attorneys at Elk & Elk. Andy Pages, a fractured left hand, is going to be out a month. That's Alec Thomas used to be with the Diamondbacks.
Yeah, that's the guy that they picked over McCarthy, who just got the base hit.
Isn't that crazy?
And now he went in.
They're both in the West.
Back goes Kwan. Makes the catch.
It's a long way to make it out.
I just find it amazing both those outfitters are in the NL West still, Rick.
Yeah, that's right. Well, people know. They've seen them.
Here's Willie Castro. He doubled in the 3rd. You know, I don't think that Angel Henao, the Guardians' third baseman, is going to be a guy that will have the same career path as Willie Castro. But what Castro can show any young player today, it's that you don't have to have a set position to have a nice career in Major League Baseball. If you prove yourself to be truly versatile, I know that's a buzzword that bothers you sometimes, but if you are truly versatile and you can play third and second and short and maybe even spell somebody in the outfield, you can have a nice career.
And play it like you can be an everyday player there.
Yeah.
You know, and
that's what Willie's
hard
basically
to do.
done.
Yes.
I call it the Ben Zobrist effect. Because remember before him, well, Tony Phillips. I thought of it as way back.
Yeah.
But basically in the last 10 years, he was kind of the first one that was playing all over the place.
With Tampa, he was.
Yes.
He did a good job. And then went to the Cubs. He was a very good player.
And the Royals.
No matter where you played him.
But now you almost every team that we go see now, guys, there's a guy that plays multiple positions almost daily.
Or 2 or 3.
Depending on the team.
You're right. 2 or 3.
I mean, Stephen Vogt makes no bones about it. He loves players who can give you that kind of flexibility.
You got to stop.
There's one. Rocchio rips it to first, not quite in time. They have 2 down in the inning. Just wasn't hit hard enough to turn 2.
Right.
It was close.
It wasn't. That high hop, it took another hop before Pisano could get it over to him.
It's been about 4 balls hit like that today, though, where we haven't been able to get double plays on both sides because the balls haven't been hit hard enough.
2 down. Mickey Moniak, the batter. He has had a tough go of it against Foster Griffin.
Well, we'll see if he makes an adjustment here on his third AB, because he's swung at 2 balls out of the strike zone for the first 2 strikeouts. Were never strikes, and he was ahead of him in both at bats.
Well, it's a final in Kansas City. The Tigers have now dropped 5 in a row and 9 out of 11. They're now 61 and 69 on the year. Kansas City has won 8 straight, but that still only gets the Royals to 58 and 74 on the year. But hats off to Matt Quatraro and the Royals. Nice run for them.
We will see them when we get home next week.
Strike called outside corner. This game, because of the season being as long as it is, and the daily nature of the grind of the schedule, it's about weathering those storms. Detroit was riding high not long ago when we were in Motown. Even after trading Tarek Skubal and Casey Mize, they were still feeling their oats, but they have come back to earth. Left field, Angel Martinez makes the catch. 5 complete in Denver. 6-2 Guardians. Stephen Vogt's customized shoes on this Players Weekend. Boys and Girls Club of America and the Ronald McDonald House. A couple of charities that he and his wife Alyssa want to bring attention to, and certainly the great work that they do in supporting kids across America. When we were back home in Cleveland, we highlighted a night when Voter and Colin Holderman and some other guys went to Gigi's house, and it was a fun piece of video. You could see the kids' smiles, you could see the kids enjoying themselves. Let's just follow up the first base sign off the bat of Brian Rocchio. And, you know, Voter took some time to say, look, I take my job very seriously. I understand the importance, what this team means to the fans, to the community. So I take it very seriously. But when you have a day like that, and you can connect with kids who, you know, are going through maybe a tough time, you can make them smile and make them maybe just forget about the struggles that they have. He goes, man,
for an hour.
That's just
makes you feel good.
A great perspective to just get out of your own way for just a few minutes.
Isn't
like, you know what?
Truth?
I know it's an important job, but all of a sudden you just say, maybe I'm not as significant as I think I am.
Yeah, that's so true. Yeah. Step away from it for a second. You know, you need the break.
Good lesson for all of us. 0-2. Rocchio takes up and away. Gigi's Playhouse back in Cleveland. There's Colin Holderman, and if you missed earlier in the game along with Sean Armstrong, Andre had a really good talk with Colin Holderman and highlighted the Angelman syndrome that Colin's sister deals with, and something that, you know, he wants to bring awareness to. Angelman syndrome is extremely rare. Colin gave the numbers, and it's
1 out of 14,000.
It's like hard to wrap your head around how rare it is, but
I believe he just got stung by a bee. I believe that a bee got him. We're getting everything today, boys.
Okay, it's not your throwing arm, so let's go.
Yep.
Wow, it stung.
Yeah.
That thing was pretty big too. You could see it.
Oh boy.
I wonder if that was a hornet maybe.
This might be a first. Pitching arm gets.
Well, remember they had that bee's nest in Arizona where they had to bring the guy out on the field and the game was delayed?
They had to go up and get it, yeah.
Yes.
Jimmy Herget. We might have a new nickname. Stinger.
Ooh.
That was it. That was whatever that thing is.
Whatever
that scares Matt, that's when it got him.
Whatever that thing is.
I don't know if it was a bee, a wasp, a hornet.
Well, we'll find out in between innings or after the game.
Might have a new pitch. The Stinger.
What number will that be?
8.
Now the 1-2. Jammed him, popped it up, shallow right. And in comes Beck to make the catch. 1 down. Stephen Vogt.
Another math
guy,
yeah. Michael Jordan. Everybody loved him.
Yeah. Waiting for Rick's to show up so we can learn more about Rick Manning.
Nobody asked.
Nobody cares.
Right. Other than you.
I just like getting you going.
I kind of hate those questions, to be honest with you. How are you supposed to pick a favorite movie?
Right.
I've only seen about 1 billion of them.
Correct.
You're supposed to pick one?
You're telling me you don't have one favorite?
I don't.
Okay.
No way.
See, look at you. You always got to make it difficult.
There's something serious. I'm just telling you.
I know.
He's just saying he doesn't like answering them.
He's been around you too long.
That's okay.
Give no straight answers. Don't
you
like
want to maybe
anything.
try to categorize them? We can have a
favorite
conversation.
Okay, what's your favorite comedy?
Man, see, again, I don't think I could do it.
You told me to give you a category.
Yeah, I'm saying we could have a conversation.
I got you.
Don't not say.
Well, we got time.
All right, we got plenty of time. That's why we're talking
2.5 hours. Pick it back up.
2 down. Well, let's have our Miller Lite moment. Chase DeLauder.
Well, why not? Because he's plugged the gap not only in right center field, but the next time up in left center field. He's got 3 knocks on the day, got a couple of RBIs.
On another triple.
Another rookie, yeah, with 2 triples in a ball game. Only, 3 or 4 of those guys have done it. Let's see.
There you go.
Bourne did it twice in 14.
Yeah, last Cleveland rookie, though, Alex Cole and Chico Simone and Vic Davalillo, 63, 64, and 90. Are the last 3 Indians to do it.
Move the fence back.
He's the first Guardian to do it. Now you get 3 in a game. You got to go back too long. You're going back over 100 years. We're going to call him Shoeless Chase if he gets another one.
Is there a better nickname in the history of baseball? No. Shoeless Joe Jackson.
That's probably as good as it gets. Shoeless Joe.
Chase draws a walk with 2 down here in the 6th inning. Do you have a favorite nickname? Either a guy you played with, one that you maybe bestowed upon someone, somebody that you admired as a kid that you just loved the nickname? I know your guy was Stan Musial, and Stan the Man's not a bad nickname.
No, Stan the Man's pretty good. I mean, that's easy. Stan the Man. You're the man. And he was.
He was.
Yeah. There was a good one in Milwaukee, the Igniter, Paul Molitor, which he was.
Ozzie Smith was the Wizard, right?
Yep.
Yes.
I like that one.
That's a good one.
0-1 pitch to Joe Adell. I feel like even as you might not think there are as many clever and good nicknames today as there maybe used to be. We've had some pretty good ones in recent Cleveland history, though. Dr. Smooth, Michael Brantley. Pronk. Klubot. Corey Kluber.
Yeah,
he didn't like it.
No, I didn't like that.
He didn't either. You can't give a guy a nickname if he doesn't like the name as well.
You can give it to him because then he's got to live with it.
Well, most of my friends have nicknames that they don't like.
Yeah.
That kind of comes with the territory.
Yeah, it does.
Now the 1-2. Well, I would have to say one of my favorite. I've got a top 3 all-time favorites. One of my favorites is one of your favorite people. Hondo, Frank Howard, the Washington Monument. To me, that's just an awesome nickname for a man who was the biggest guy on the field.
Yeah, he was, and played for those Senators. Absolutely. We called him Hondo the Mini Condo.
That's better.
And most people just called him Sir.
No, he was one of the nicest guys and hardest working guys in baseball. Most positive guy you could ever be around. He was great. And, he lived in Green Bay, by the way. But what a good man. And he passed away, a year or two ago? It wasn't that long ago.
Runner goes on the 3-2 to Adell. Got in on him. Popped it down the line. In the foul ground, nobody gets there.
A lot of room.
Isn't it amazing? I've seen more foul balls drop here in this series than I probably have in any
series.
series.
It's so high up, and they can't. I mean, when you look at where they go back to, it's like a waste of time. You're better off. You need a scooter to drive in and get it and get back out there in time. This outfield is outrageous.
It really is.
So expansive.
We went out to the bullpen pregame to shoot for the open. And
did you look in from out there?
Yeah, I looked like I needed to make a phone call.
Right.
Like when we were at Old Tiger Stadium.
Yes.
And we were out there at the flagpole. Yeah. Looking in, going, oh my, this is crazy.
It blew us away. We're like, how did anybody hit a home run to center field or left center in Detroit?
Right.
Again, the runner goes. That's Blister.
Oh.
What a stop at third. Castro gets up, throws him out. Oh my goodness. Oh, Willie Castro with an unbelievable play at the hot corner. We talked earlier about it's a reaction position.
Yes, sir.
That's it, baby. Amen.
That's as good as you can get right there.
The Dog Stars, rated R.
Well, it's going to be the final Kids Fun Day of the summer. That'll be next Sunday. Guardians will host the Royals at 1:40. Come down early. There'll be face painters, mascot performances, more at the ballpark. Grab your tickets at CLEGuardians.com.
Craig Yoho on out of the Cleveland bullpen. Cleveland Clinic call is made here in the 6th. Foster Griffin went 5 innings, 2 runs on 5 hits, walked 3, struck out 4. And after a second inning in which he threw almost 50 pitches, a pretty good job to get through 5 innings. His counterpart, Tomoyuki Sagano, only made it through 3 innings, giving up 5 runs on 9 hits. And after the second inning, the game was unfolding as though it might be a game of last man standing, but the pitchers have
settled in,
reclaimed
yes,
the momentum. Swing and a miss. Down goes Norby, 1 away. Yeah, I mean, it was just one bad inning.
First, and then comes out in the second, and a 47 pitch second inning. But he stayed in there. He was able to come out, gave up a couple hits the next inning, but then settled in. 4th inning, 3 ground ball outs. Got through the 5th, so he battled his way through.
Troy Johnston will bat for Jordan Beck. And a one-hopper, and it gets by a diving Travis Pisano, and it gets almost by Angel Martinez, and actually it did, but Quan was there to back it up. It's a double for Johnston, so a pinch hit two-bagger. I mean,
this ball
talk about a
scoots.
seeing eye double. That was it.
Yeah, but you just see it never slows down, though. I mean, how that can get past an outfielder and have to be backed up by another one on the ground. That's how quick it is here and how hard I'm sure this ground is.
Yeah, I think I said on El Martinez. It was Joe Adell, though. He went sliding into the gap thinking he was going to knock it down.
Yeah, I'm sure this field needs some water. Just the whole state does.
Yeah, that's why.
It's like AstroTurf.
Friday, when it rained for about an hour, they never even pulled the tarp out. The field needed the water. In for a strike to Brett Sullivan. And there's a weak ground ball hit to low. He'll flip it to Yoho. 2 down. Runner moves to third. And a word now from Wayside Furniture.
The right styles at the right prices. Every day and always at Wayside Furniture. Wayside Furniture, keeping it local since 1937.
We're going to get another pinch hitter. TJ Rumfield will bat for Ryan Ritter. Rumfield having a solid, really good rookie campaign. Popped him up. Yoho is there, but Henao calls him off, and the side is retired. Scoreless inning of relief work for Craig Yoho. We go to the 7th. It's 6-2 Cleveland.
Liberty.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Cleveland Guardians and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Cleveland Guardians. New pitcher for the Rockies is right-hander Jayton Hill. 4th pitcher of the afternoon. He'll have the 4, 5, 6 hitters due up for Cleveland. Nathaniel Lowe leading it off. He knocked in the last run of this game with an RBI single in the 4th. Hard hit ball to third.
Don't test him.
And Willie Castro has already proved his worth. 1 down. Another one of your teammates that had an all-time great nickname, Super Joe
Charbonneau. Yes, indeed. Great year, 1980.
You've probably never seen anything like that. A rookie that just, I mean, the mania that surrounded his emergence in that year.
It was something to see.
So when the song came out, when you guys started hearing this song on the radio,
let's go.
I mean, were you like, you got to be kidding me? He's got a song now too?
Right. For the first year. I mean, that's what you think, but that's how people loved him. The fans, they adored him.
Slow topper back the mound. 2 away. New defensive alignment for the Rockies.
we talk about how pitching is so difficult to figure out here in Colorado. Hill was a guy out of LSU that they drafted pretty high to be a starter. I'm surprised that he's still in the bullpen, but maybe he just doesn't have the length, or it hasn't worked out well, because he's a big guy with a great arm, Rick.
Well, as you know, you see, how long ago did they draft him?
I'll say about 5-6 years ago. I can look.
Well, no, you don't have to. If it's that long ago, I'm sure they've
tried.
They've let him try. Maybe they just feel that he's best suited for the bullpen. Because, you know, they don't usually give up on starters. There are people that they draft that are going to be starters.
He was in 2021. He was a second-round pick, 44th pick.
Okay, so that was 5 years ago.
I remember when they drafted him, it was kind of thought of, you know, this is one of the guys they could build around, but hasn't worked out.
Well, pitching is a tough thing it takes a while.
Right.
You know, you get down to the minor leagues and, you know, you're on pitch counts. And, you know, how many innings are you going to get?
And this season he's been on the...
And then when you get to the big leagues, then you're learning all over. You got to believe you belong here if you're going to be a starter.
He's had shoulder tendonitis this year, so that hasn't helped.
Well, true.
He works a 1-2-3 7th inning. Stretch time in Denver. 6-2 Guardians.
What a night for Foster Griffin. In his third start, another strong one. And it's hit a ton. Deep left field. Away, back and gone. 455 feet. And Cleveland starts this series with the Giants a resounding thumping. 8-1. Cleveland's the winner. For the second time this year, Parker Messick has struck out 10 in a game. This is going to drop into shallow right center for a bloop single RBI. And Nathaniel Lowe, there's a throw at bat right there. Patrick Bailey lashes a 2-out RBI single to left center. Strike 3. 11 strikeouts for Gavin Williams. And the Guardians get a Mammoth Insurance run. Ball game.
The Cleveland Guardians franchise dates back to 1901 when they were an original member of the American League. Prior to that, the Cleveland Spiders and the National League were in Cleveland for more than a decade. They're unfortunately remembered for that infamous season in which they lost 134 games. That's because their owners had already bought the St. Louis team and transferred all their good players over there. That team literally had no chance. But three times, they had 3 consecutive winning seasons where they finished in second place. They went to the World Series in 1892. So there were a lot of good players, and there are some awesome nicknames associated with those Cleveland Spider teams. Starting with Peekaboo Veach. He got his nickname because he was like Louis Tiant before his time. He would turn his back to the hitter and, you know, kind of play peekaboo with him. A great story about Chief Zimmer I'll tell you later. Cupid Childs was also known as Fatty. Jimmy Loafer, McAleer, Jesse the Crab Burkett. But, I mean, what's better than Charles Pretzels Geitzen? And they gave him that nickname because of the way he threw the baseball. I mean, he would literally, they called it a pretzel curve. The way the ball came out of his hand, it had so much movement on it, it looked like a pretzel coming out of his hand. So, a lot of great nicknames, but Chief Zimmer got his nickname because Cy Young once threw a pitch, crossed him up. He called for a curveball, and Cy Young threw a fastball. And my man, Chief Zimmer, caught it with his bare hand, and Cy Young said, "That's my catcher from now on." That's my man right there.
And he threw a heater, and he caught his best
with his
ball.
bare hand. So anyway, yeah, that's some great nicknames. Players Weekend, talking about personalities and getting to know them more as people. And nicknames is kind of a way to do that, right? It kind of peels back the curtain a little bit.
Well, you spend so much time with the players throughout the course of a year that you're going to get a nickname whether you like it or not.
Sometimes, well,
some good, some not so good.
I'm glad you just mentioned that because As a kid growing up, Pete Rose was Charlie Hustle.
Right.
And I thought, hey, that's a perfect name. He's always running like his hair's on fire.
Yeah, every
diving
time
at
you see it,
bases.
right.
Come to find out later, it was more of a derogatory nickname. It was more like, uh-oh, here comes Charlie Hustle again. Look at him running around like, you know.
But he did it.
But it stuck.
Yeah.
It was authentic.
He
it
was Charlie
truly
Hustle.
who he was. Swing and a miss.
Right, that's a great name for him.
Ezekiel Tovar leading off against Craig Yoho here in the 7th inning. Of course, one of the greatest, if not the greatest member of franchise history for Cleveland, Bob Feller. Take your pick, either Rapid Robert or the Heater from Van Meter.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong with either one of those nicknames.
Right.
Left field, it's shallow. It's going to drop for a hit. 7th hit of the game for the Rockies. So leadoff man aboard, top of the order, Jake McCarthy. McCarthy has walked and singled here today. Out of play. So I told you one of my all-time favorites, the Washington Monument, Frank Howell.
Yeah, that was good.
There were two others that qualified. Couldn't pick one out of the three, but our guy in St. Louis, Hal Herboski,
the Mad Hungarian.
I mean, come on.
That was a good one. The way he went behind him on, that's a really good one. I didn't think about him.
Combined with his antics and the nickname, it's just awesome. But
we spent, what, 20 minutes, half hour talking to him when we were in St. Louis.
Yeah. Oh, he's just an entertaining person to be around. Ground ball. Bazana going to second. Gets the force there. They can't turn the double play, but there's one down.
They haven't been able to turn double plays today.
Cole Carrick and Stephen Vogt will go to the bullpen. Craig Yoho with an inning and a third of scoreless relief. He will depart, responsible for the man aboard, and we'll be right back.
Start with a light. It's Miller time.
Well, tickets on sale now for the Guardians 50-50 raffle, and one lucky winner will take home half the prize. The other half will benefit Cleveland Guardians charities. It'll run through August 30th. So learn more, get your tickets online at CLEGuardians5050.com.
Tim Herron on for the 55th time this year. He'll be facing a switch hitter, Cole Carrick, with a runner aboard and one out. 6-2 Cleveland on top, 7th inning. Ooh, almost got Herron. It gets through. And a nice job to get the force at second base. Bazana was not an easy play for he or Rocchio. Rocchio ended up being upended by the sliding Jake McCarthy, but they get out number 2.
Yeah, good play just to get an out there. I didn't think they were going to be able to get anybody. The only play they had was second base. They're both converging on the ball. And now Rocchio realized, I got to go, and there was nowhere for him to go because McCarthy had to come in and slide anyway. But they get the lead runner.
2 down now for Willie Castro. 1 for 3 with a double. He chased one in the dirt. Back out of play. Just one more look at the play. You see
that was
force.
a lot closer than you think.
Yeah.
Rocchio had no choice. He was going to run into the body of McCarthy anyway.
I mean, for a split second, that's one of the most uneasy feelings for an athlete. Rocchio's got his back to the runner, and when he gets hit, he's falling backwards. He has no idea where he's going next.
Right. No, he's just getting out. He's trying to get the out.
Down and in. Hey, I like your Hawaiian shirt there, buddy.
How are you, my man?
So I just found out before the game, I always wonder, why is the mascot a dinosaur? They said when they were excavating the ground, building Coors Field, they found some dinosaur bone fossils. So.
And you're the residue?
So.
Nice.
Dino? It's Dino or Dino? Dino.
He brings his own notepad.
Dinger. Oh, okay.
And that's what you're hoping for right now is a dinger.
Dinger the dinosaur. Swing and a miss by Castro.
Dinger,
Break,
thanks
Dinger.
for stopping by.
Nice talking to you. It's a 6-2 Guardians lead as we go to the 8th.
Oh, have a great day.
Our Chevy drive of the game, first inning, Guardians came out swinging. They went single, triple, single to start the game, and before you knew it, they had 3 on the board. And poor Tomoyuki Sagano threw more pitches in the first 2 innings of this game than any pitcher this season in baseball.
Yeah, no doubt. It was a struggle. He got through. He gave up 5, although he did go 3 innings, but the offense came right out of the chute, put him down early.
What was that total? Do you remember? Was it 68 pitches?
70. He had over 70,
over 70
for 3. Yeah, 70.
Let's go downstairs to Andre.
Hey, we're talking nicknames and his players. Look at this, my man Henry has. Show off your hat, man. This is a good stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Got the home run helmet.
Got the home run helmet. That was good. Henry's with us.
Very
Colin,
well done.
Camden. We're having a good time, but I had to get Henry in here with his helmet.
What's Henry's nickname?
Henry, what's your nickname? You got a nickname?
Hank.
Say Big Hank. He's hammering Hank. He doesn't know it yet.
Hammering Hank.
That's right. That's what you got. Somebody to sign that for you, buddy?
Yes, I got Tanner Bybee, the person who got everybody into wearing the helmet.
Yeah.
See, he watches.
Wow.
He knows what's up.
You're into it, man. I like
Good
that.
for you, young man.
You're on top. I like you, man. You keep that helmet on.
Who's his favorite player?
Who's your favorite player?
Jose Ramirez.
That's good. I'm trying to get Jose to look at you. Jose's looking at you right now. We're going to get you something.
Looks like Lars the Viking with that helmet, though, doesn't he?
Yeah, we got a lot going. All right, boys, I'm going to try to take care of you in a second. Jose likes it. We're going to get you, all right?
They said, Jose, if it's Jose approved, then we're good. Andre, get a few more baseballs.
Hey, he's got a stash. He gets taken off course real
hey,
easy.
you get the home run. When Jose got him. Jose got it. Look, you got one.
Call you the juggler.
Hey, look at that. Jose got you.
Thank you.
All right, I'm going to take care of you too. Don't worry.
Yeah. Famous last words.
Leave me alone.
Be right back, kids. Stay right there.
There's Uncle Dre.
Made that kid's day for sure. Wow. Look at his dad. You got to be kidding me.
I wonder who, if Daddy helped him make that. That's pretty cool.
Fantastic. The 0-2. And that is why we do what we do. Right there. That's it.
Now I got the whole section thinking they're getting balls signed by Jose.
Well, tell him after the game.
Yeah, I'm going to tell him Rick Manning's
And then you got to tell him, oh, excuse me, I got an interview.
Gotta go.
And then you're going to blow him off. That's how you do it.
I learned from the finest.
All right, so you opened the can right there. Once and for all, explain to us the nickname, how it came about, your nickname.
Archie?
Yeah, just give us the.
Okay, when I was playing, all right, I went to big league spring training one year when I didn't hold out, and I got in there, and, we weren't allowed in the trainer's room or anything, but when I was getting dressed going out to the field, I heard somebody say Archie. That's not my name. Whoa, heads up. I didn't hear anything. I came in, and Jimmy Warfield was the trainer. And I come back again, and I'm walking up, and I hear Archie. And he went, I looked in, he said, Archie Manning. You know, and he was a football guy. He was with the Philadelphia Eagles before he became
Jimmy Warfield, our trainer. Yeah.
Right, the trainer was, and it just happened to stick. I don't know.
And Archie Manning had been drafted,
he was with
the.
he was there. Yeah, he's been in
older
New
than
Orleans. He's a little older than I am.
Okay.
But yeah, he was in New Orleans, and he was a quarterback that got no protection. That's for sure.
That's true. Oh, pulls him off the bag there. Angel Martinez. It's a strikeout and a wild pitch, and he reaches first base.
But I mean, it just stuck. I mean, back then, Archie, and I started calling him Jim.
Jimmy Warfield. Paul, you started calling him Paul Warfield.
I did.
Oh, really?
Paul Warfield.
That nickname ever help you anywhere?
All right, so one more thing, though.
Yeah.
Because fans in Cleveland may not be aware that when you went to Milwaukee, they didn't call you Archie. They called you Ringo.
Ringo. Yeah, Ringo, like Ringo Starr, one of the Beatles.
That hair.
Your hair?
Hair used to be down there and put bangs.
I
and,
love it. Oh.
Yeah. Hey, Ringo.
Ringo. So I'm going to start calling. You know what? I think you're Ringo from now on.
You like that?
Yeah. I mean, there's
Let's
plenty of
go with it.
let's
I
go
need
Ringo.
a new one.
Yeah.
I need a new one.
It's time
This-
for a
Change
new
it
one.
up.
Absolutely.
We haven't won with you being
I'm a
Archie.
Beatle, baby. I'm a Beatle.
Beatle.
Hammered down the left field line, but foul by Austin.
Start playing the drums now on the road.
Bring them. Let's make some noise.
Ringo. I've been called a lot worse.
Andre, best story ever, though.
Yeah.
I think the statute of
We can tell it?
limitations
Yes,
is passed. We
please.
can tell the story.
Please.
Statute of
I've
limitations.
been wanting this one.
So Rick and I are getting ready to play golf down in Florida. At a course I will not name. And our tee time is under Manning. That's the last name on our tee time. So we're at the range, and the starter comes down, and are you Archie Manning? And my man just, yep, I sure am.
He is.
And this guy.
No, they asked if I was Eli.
Eli's dad.
Yeah.
And you said, yeah, well, because he was from New York.
Right.
Oh, we love
Yeah,
love
they
Eli.
announced
He's
Manning
our
on the tee time.
Yeah,
Manning
it's
now.
like, oh, yeah, we love Eli. He's our guy. Yeah, well, I'm proud of him.
We love him too.
Yeah.
And I watched him just.
Me and Olivia, we're very proud of our young man. That's his wife's name, by the way.
You've done this more than once. Did you do that?
And I'm just sitting there going, he's playing this up. He's gonna go. He's all in. I'm just like, I hope I don't get pulled into this because I don't have a role to play.
Yeah, they happen to be from New York, and they were huge Giants fans, and they just love. Oh, we love Eli. Yeah.
So there's a starter at a golf course somewhere in Florida who has told people for years, yeah, Archie Manning played on this golf course. And I talked to him, and it wasn't that Archie Manning.
It was Ringo Manning.
It was Ringo Manning.
We got out. We had a nice tee
We
time.
did have a nice day.
Oh, I bet you did.
Line to right field.
We had a night day.
A base hit for Hedges, and they stop Angel Martinez at third base.
I'm so glad that story has been put out now. Oh, Ringo.
Now wait a minute. I got to fix my scorecard. You guys are making me talk.
First and third.
We're making you work.
Nobody out.
Martinez struck out. Got on.
I got it. I just finished that. He's on third base, but he struck out.
Yes.
Well, so far, Nick Frasso has thrown 10 strikes out of 13 pitches, but the strikeout wild pitch. And now he's standing on third base after the knock by Austin Hedges. And Brian Rocchio coming up, and the Guardians trying to remove all doubt here. Up 4 in this 8th inning. Well, talked about the nicknames, so I narrowed it down to 3. I told you the Washington Monument I loved, and the Mad Hungarian Al Hrabosky.
Yeah.
But I think my all-time favorite is a guy who began his career with the Pirates. You played against him when he was with Detroit. His name was Richie Hebner.
Oh, yeah.
And they called him
Gravedigger?
the Gravedigger
Yeah.
because in the offseason, his father was responsible for the upkeep and maintenance on a bunch of cemeteries in Massachusetts where he
Right.
grew up. And he literally dug graves for $50 a grave in the offseason.
The Gravedigger, I like that.
There's a ball to center field. That's hit well. And a diving attempt and a nice catch made by Carey. Tagging and coming home to score is Angel Martinez. Rocchio robbed of extra bases. There you go. It's back. He's headed back to the dugout. He can't believe it. He smoked that ball, but a great catch.
You know, that is depressing when you're the hitter, but at least he got the RBI out of the deal on the sacrifice fly, and what a catch it was. by Carrick going over there. But they get the run home. Mission accomplished. Great play.
In there for a strike to Stephen Kwan. 2 for 4, 2 more runs scored for Kwan today. So the legend goes that Richie Hebner was digging graves, and his dad said, "You're digging the graves too shallow." And Richie said, "I've never seen one get up from it, so I think we're good."
Hey, if you got to do it by hand now, they got, you know.
Oh, now they got
backhoes in every machinery you got to do.
He was doing it with a shovel, the old-fashioned way. 2 down. Down to second goes Hedges.
So it was $50 an hour, huh? Tough way to go.
I don't know how many hours it takes to dig a grave, but it was $50 a grave.
Oh man.
But I wouldn't have wanted to scrap with Richie Hebner.
No left-handed hitter, huh? Sitting over there, hanging over the plate.
(7-2) Guardians on top. We're in the 8th. Chase DeLauder's had 2 triples on the day.
That's before the wrestlers took the nickname, the Grave Digger.
Yeah. He checked. It's called a strike. The 1-1. DeLauder drills one to left field back, and making the grab is McCarthy to retire the side. One more for the Guardians. Tell you what, when Ringo has the binoculars, nothing is unseen at the ballpark.
Forged, and every athlete is empowered to shine.
(7-2) Guardians on top. Bottom of the 8th inning, Tim Herron delivers, and a swing and a miss by Mickey Moniak. He is 0 for 3. Struck out twice against the left-handed starter Foster Griffin, and now he bats against the lefty Tim Herron. Herron got the final 2 outs of the 7th inning, and he did it relatively quick. He's only thrown 9 pitches. High pop-up. Backpedaling Rocchio. Still going back. Calls everybody off. 1 down. A word here from Kia. That was it. 1 batter. And Tim Herron. His day is over. He gives him 1 scoreless inning of relief. Matt Festa coming on when we come back.
Well, the Guardians are going to host the Blue Jays in a 3-game series. That'll be starting September 1st. You can pick up a family value pack benefiting Cleveland Clinic Children's. You get 4 tickets plus $40 of loaded value and spend on merchandise and concessions, all for just $99. And the family value packs are only available at CLEGuardians.com.
Matt Festa with 1 out here in the 8th inning. On to face Connor Norby. Norby has walked, singled, and scored a run today. Rockies' only 2 runs came in the 2nd inning. When you consider the Rockies came into this series 6th in all of baseball in runs per game, they had the 4th best overall team batting average in baseball and the 5th best OPS, on base plus slug, 2nd in the majors in extra base hits. And what the Guardians pitching staff has done in this series is all the more impressive. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. In the series opener, the Guardians held the Rockies to just 1 run on 5 hits. Last night, 3 runs on 7 hits, and those were kind of scattered about. They gave up a 1 on the 4th, a solo homer in the 5th, and another solo homer in the 9th. So the pitching staff, starters, bullpen, everybody combined has done a fantastic job. And Cleveland hitters have come here to the Mile High City, and they have.
Yeah, they've done a nice job.
They have, taken advantage of the big outfield. They've hit some balls in the gaps.
Good ballpark to hit it.
Yeah.
Great.
I mean, quick infield, it scoots. And yes.
And pitching-wise, Matt, going off of what you're talking about, they only gave up 4 runs in the series against the Giants at home. Now, I know the Giants aren't the offense that the Rockies are, but still 4 runs in 3 games. Not too shabby either.
And that's how they've been able to start to put together a little bit of a run here, if you will. They've already clinched the series win. So back-to-back series wins. That hasn't happened since May when they ripped off 4 straight. If they can hold off the Rockies today, they'll run their win streak to 4 in a row heading into Anaheim.
Yeah, and the last time they did that was going into the All-Star break.
1, 2, 3 go the Rocks. We head to the 9th. It's 7-2 Cleveland.
We're back at Coors Field. It's been a great weekend to check out this beautiful ballpark. But right there, if you look through that pond, that's out beyond center field by the where the boys in the bullpen are. And you can see baseballs down in there. That's where bullpen balls go to die, or where baseballs go to die. But there's a ton of baseballs down there if you look down there. And speaking of baseballs and dingers and home runs, in Columbus, Ralphie Velasquez is on fire. Hit 3 home runs last night. Not 1, not 2, but 3 home runs. So far for this month, he's got 16 home runs in the last 18 games, guys.
Does he really?
I mean, he has figured it out. And basically what he's done, Rick, Matt, takes him a little while to figure out, whether it's double A, whether it was single A, and now triple A. But once he's figured it out, he gets hot like this, and he's knocking on the door. I don't know if there's enough time this year, but he's opening up some eyes. He's only 21 years old.
Some kind of roll right there.
Joe Adele is swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes. Jordan Romano is the new pitcher for the Rockies.
Didn't we do a stat on him, Matt, that he leads them in saves and Anaheim in saves as well, I believe?
There was at one time that happened. Yeah, a little while back.
Yeah, he only saved 4 games with the Angels, so that was a while ago, but yeah.
And they've basically been told to hurry things up. Not that Jordan's doing that, but Jose told the grounds crew, we got a flight. You better not pull that tarp out here.
Yeah, well, it looks like it's coming, so boys, put it in play.
I saw a lightning strike across the sky. And if you look out beyond center field, it almost looks like you can see the rain.
Yeah, you can. That's what you see out west. You can see so far in the distance that you can see it's raining somewhere.
Yeah,
and hopefully
nice
not where we're at. We got to get out and get above that.
I'm surprised they haven't turned the lights on yet.
Yeah,
because
you're
it's
right.
getting dark.
It is dark.
They don't want them to see it.
Thanks, Ringo.
Joe Adele with a high fly ball right center field. Johnston going back, and he makes the catch shy of the track, one away. Nathaniel Lowe, an RBI single in the fourth.
Speaking of,
There go the lights. Boy, they don't have to.
They heard you.
You know, you're used to the old days when it took a while to fire up. You just
Yeah.
hit a switch, bang, and they're on. What a difference that makes. Mentioned this earlier. The Guardians came into this game with the third best team batting average in the month of August in the American League at 258. And they have wrapped out 12 more hits today, scoring 7 runs. Through July, Cleveland was averaging 3.9 runs a game. So far in August, over 4.5 runs per ball game. On pace to have their best month offensively since the final month of the 23 campaign. That's popped up. With a shortstop, Tovar. 2 down. And Angel Henao coming up is 0 for 4, and that's rare because he's reached in 13 of the 15 games that he has played. But early on, he was a victim of the nibbling starter Tomoyuki Sagano. He was just too aggressive. Down low. 1 ball, 1 strike. A 3-game series, Guardians Angels, begins tomorrow night. Parker Messick, then Gavin Williams on Tuesday night. Joey Cantillo wraps it up with a
nice
afternoon affair on Wednesday. Check. It's a called strike. Tomorrow and Tuesday, join me, Rick and Andre at 9:30 Eastern Time. And then on Wednesday, we'll be on the air at 4 o'clock Eastern Time to wrap up the series and the road trip. Spun him out of there. 2-2. And Angel Henao pulls that foul. 2 down, 3 balls, 2 strikes. A big chopper to first. And that retires the side. Bottom of the ninth coming up. Guardians lead it by 5.
In hands you trust.
Progressive defensive play of the game. Hot smash up the middle. Bazzano with some nifty glove work to flip to Rocchio, who held on after being upended by McCarthy.
Just going, for Rocchio, it's hard. He's got to look behind him and find the bag one way. He finally makes the catch, steps on the bag before McCarthy gets there. That was a nice play.
Left-hander Logan Allen getting some work here as he starts the bottom of the ninth for Cleveland. And Stephen Kwan on one pitch grabs the pop fly off the bat of Brett Sullivan. Kwan is in left, Petey Halpin is in center, Angel Martinez over in right. And TJ Rumfield, the batter, he's 0 for 1. Came on as a pinch hitter in the 6th, then popped up on the infield. Takes a strike. For Logan Allen, just the 4th game he's pitched in this year. For the longest time, the Guardians, and they were the only team that only used 5 starters till deep into the season. And Logan Allen broke that string when they had a doubleheader. They had no other choice. They needed one more pitcher to start that doubleheader. He started that game and then has since now pitched 3 games out of the bullpen.
Yeah, and then they traded and got Foster Griffin, and he's in the rotation. He takes that number 5 spot.
Swing and a miss. Rumfield goes down hacking, and there are 2 away in the 9th. Ezekiel Tovar will bat with 2 down in the 9th. He has walked and singled 3 trips to the plate. Back out of play. Drilled to left, right at Kwan. Book it. Now, Guardians come to Denver and sweep the Rockies. The final score this afternoon, 7-2 Cleveland. And the Guardians run their win streak to 4 in a row. They get to 65 and 66 on the year. And maybe most important of all, they have moved into a tie now for that final wild card spot with the Texas Rangers. Or actually, they're in that 3rd position. So, from where things were like a week ago, it seemed dire, it seemed very dark, it seemed like maybe there was no way out, and they've turned things around
They did
quickly.
what they had to do. Come in here, to a good ballpark and face the team with the highest ERA in baseball, and they did what they had to do. They got 3 games, and it was one at a time, and this was a very good series for them. Now they could you can see the energy. It's feeling good right now for them. So let's go. Now we got to move on to LA and try and do the same thing out there.
Yeah, the Guardians
they usually play very well, as to begin with.
Guardians and Rangers both 65 and 66. So a dead heat for that final wild card spot after a sweep of the Rockies here today in Denver. Stick around. Guardians postgame is coming up next. We'll wrap this one up and get you ready for the next big 3 games in Southern California.